Hi, good morning. Today is Tuesday, 30th January 2018. My name's Andy. I'm the property Web-Ber for property information here in Spain, which we go on a daily basis. And we've got a database from 1995, which is a very, very useful tool, looking for product, asset managing, deals, what's going on around, anything building you're looking after, thinking about buying, history on a building from 1995. So very, very interesting stuff. Let's see what we've got in for today. We do this in English for our American and European customers and for anybody else who wants to listen to me drone on in English. Okay, going to the general side. New commercial centre is in Barcelona. It's not actually in Barcelona, I think. It's actually on the outskirts. Supermarkets with new openings and 13,000 small businesses of locales closed in 2017. Maybe just something to do with the high rents. Hotel, open up most hotel most Antigua in Madrid is opening its doors again, and a fabricante is putting 50 million into a construction of a new planta in Castellón. Interesting as well, because do these people want to maintain everything in ownership, or maybe they want to do a sale and leaseback or something like that? Colonial is very, very near to controlling Axiari, and property company, which is owned by fund, is now setting itself up to grow and grow and grow so it can compete with Metro Bethesda. If you're RICS, remember conflicto of interests. Conflict of interests. That basically means if you're RICS, and this is the buyer, and this is the seller, or this is the inquilino, you can't act for both of them. And you can't get, or you can act for both of them if you tell all the parties what you're doing, but I don't think you can get fees from both of them. Okay, that's if you're RICS. That's one of the conflicts of interest. Maybe another conflict of interest as well is if you're renting out a building here for somebody, and next door you're renting out a building, you need to know if there's a conflict of interest, whether you should be renting out the same building. Okay? Sofimis, they in Bolsa, interesting article there. New guy in Ponte Gadea, and it's official. Those flats that were sold to the fund, there are a lot of irregularidades. Okay, well, let's see what happens there. And a group has just sold its international group, which is a shame what happened here. It's such a shame. Sold 14% of its property business. Okay, contracts coming up on the locales side. Shoe company, 50 square meters in Madrid. 55,000 in Toledo on the Naves side, and offices 6,200 of an agency. Public company 3,400 in Madrid, and a computer company 1,000 in Madrid, coming up possibly coming up in the next 6 months. Easy Property, I don't know whether we've got, I think we've got the rights to use the name Easy Property in the whole of Europe. So on the offers side, sorry, thing. Right, retail unit 275 up for sale in Núñez de Balboa, 230 up for rent in Claudio Coelho, 130 up for rent in Alcalá. On the offices side, 1,600 in Castellana, 2,005 in General Martinez Campos, 425 in Calle Orense, 1,400 in Plaza Castellana, 1,850 in Maria de Molina, 1,240 in Plaza Liatad, and 830 in Gran Via Madrid. Okay, on the gossip side, DIY company opening up a new nave comercial in Castellón, and a commercial centre in Barcelona is got some new occupiers. On the general side, Athletic is putting on the back burner till June the sale of Calderon, and Javier is out and in. Okay, deals. A public in the last trimester, it's interesting because it seems that the public companies have dominated the rental deals in Madrid, renting out something like an astonishing amount of square meters. So a public company is renting out a building in the zone of Julian Camarillo in Madrid. Another public company is renting out the majority of a building in Mendes Alvaro, and a public company is renting out a building in Chamartin, and a public company is rented out a building next door to Luchana. A publicity company rented out a majority of a building in Campo de las Naciones. We've also got the rent. That's the highest rent in the ultimo trimestre. Okay, interesting deal, because it's probably in a place where you probably wouldn't think it would have happened, which is interesting. Banks renting out 850 in prime Madrid, and distribution companies renting out 1,800 offices in Campo de las Naciones. And a platform, property platforms rented out another 700 square meters in Campo de las Naciones. In investment and service companies renting out 500 of offices in Gran Via in Barcelona. A Catalan investor has just bought 650 of offices in Calle Jorge Juan. That's interesting. Maybe, yeah, interesting. On the European side, Web-Ber bought a Parque Comercial in Coimbra in Portugal, and has also bought a Parque Comercial in Porto in Portugal. And a Spanish fabricante has bought a big locale in New York. Market studies, retail up to 4,000 million. Is that JLW? Is that JLL? Yeah, JLL. Right, let's go up into our database. So, for example, if we go into commercial centre, these are all the commercial centres that exist in Spain and all the ones in Europe where a deal has actually happened in Europe. So it's interesting to compare prices, so and so and so and so. We've also got all the stuff that's in development. Okay, if you know any good jokes while you're waiting for this to load, now's the time to tell them. Okay, so we go into the map. Okay, so this is also very interesting to see the distribution of commercial centres. So if we go south, here we go. When we go down to, let's go down to Malaga. There the distribution of the commercial centres in Malaga, and here you're able to go into any one, see the commercial centre, all the information and all the deals that have happened, and all the information that's happened in the past as well. Always very, very interesting. You want to go into Proprietario, you can go into the Proprietario. These are all the Proprietarios that exist. You might want to go into these guys, see what these guys have. And you can go in any one of those things, see what's going on. Always very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Right, today, thank you very much for listening. More fun with Property Web tomorrow. Goodbye.